Hey there folks, Dr. Adam here. I just wanted to take you along to see how the progress of one of our splits has come since May. So we took splits May 29th here in the apiary, and over that time these colonies have been building, and we've been supporting them as they've been building with space and with feed. And so right now this colony is off feed now, and we're going to check and see how this is doing. This is now, we're in July, so this is July 24th where we're looking at this now. So we've had a good 2 months for this colony to kind of get things situated. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so the first thing I can see is as soon as I opened up this box, we have nearly a full box of bees here. So they're working on these frames up here, drawing wax, and you can see, I hope you can see from the camera, but you can see that they're working on these middle 5 frames here. So I'm going to just take out this middle frame just to show you what's going on here in this box. And essentially what's going on is they're drawing wax. So you can see that on this frame they're drawing wax here. On the next frame, that frame's almost completely drawn at this point. So they're working on this box right now to get this kind of ready for, likely this will end up being a brood box. Let's take out this other frame here. I'm going to have to move a few things over because they've got some cross comb built here. I can see that there's a little bit of wax in there. Pull this frame out here. Again, normally like on an inspection I wouldn't really do this because I know they're just working on this. But because I want to show you all what's going on, I'm going to show you this. So you can see here that they're building comb in here. The queen is laying up in here. You can see they've built this long section right here of drone comb. I'm going to go ahead and get that off here. Now as far as this wax material, I'm going to feed this to my ducks. Usually you don't want this laying around in the apiary though. It's a nice thing to attract all sorts of things. So I just took that off because it was kind of nasty comb they were building. I can see though from this frame right here that we are queen right. She's laying in there pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this. And right now, so the last time I looked in our notes, we had 13 frames of bees. Right now I can tell you that we've got 5 in this box, and then we've got 8 in the 2 subsequent boxes. So we have a total of 21 frames of bees at this point, which is right around where a colony should be this time of the season for a split. This was a 5-frame split. These splits were not super huge. You can see though that this box is coming along nicely. So we've got real nice progress here. I'm going to poke in here real quick. You see all this drone larva here, up here. I'm just going to poke around in here and see if I see any mites. Now this is just something I'm doing observationally. This is not necessarily something that you would use for diagnosis. Again, the powdered sugar roll or the alcohol wash are your 2 ways to count mites. I can see a few mites in there. All right, so let's pull a few frames here just to see how we're progressing in here. But again, we already know we're queen right, so really I'm just looking in here to see what's going on as far as progress goes. All right, so drawing wax on that last frame there. The next frame is completely drawn. These were on new foundation this year. This second box was. We added drawn comb in the bottom box, so I can see lots of brood there. And I'll pull one more frame. I'm also going to do a mite count on this and check out, see what's going on in here as far as mites are concerned. This will be a frame that I likely use for that. Lots of a mixture of the 2. There is a queen cup on the bottom there. It doesn't have anything in it. So that's what your overwinter or your splits from your overwintered hives are going to look like right around this time of the season. This is a really healthy colony. I'm going to go ahead and do a mite check. I won't though, however, be making a mite treatment today. We're supposed to be topping out at a little over 85 degrees, so 86 or 87 degrees today with the 70% humidity. So it's going to feel like it's in the 90s. So I'm going to come back here on Monday when it cools down and treat these hives, the ones that need to be treated. So I just wanted to note that as well. So this is what a good looking split should look like this time of the season. We've got 16 frames of bees here in these 2 boxes and an additional 5 in the next. I'm going to go ahead and add another box to this just to get ready for them to continue to grow real big because there's a lot of brood in here. and then we'll go ahead and come back to this on Monday if it needs that treatment. Other than that, we'll be checking this again in mid-August.